Hey diamonds, welcome back to my channel. This is my third video that I done filmed today. Um Earlier I filmed my first video that's on my page which was always be the one that got away. My second video, Lord. My second video was a story time of my elementary school stories. That's on my other page. I'll leave that page in the description. And it's also in my bio, my YouTube bio. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. I don't use Twitter like that. And Facebook. On Facebook, my name is still Diamond Chanel because it won't let me change it because Facebook is thinking that that's my real name. It's not my real name. But anyways, let's get into this little girl talk. So, bossing up and starting a new life. First of all, what I mean by bossing up is completely become a brand new you, become the best version of you, the best version of you, highest version of you, so on and so forth, and start a new life. Start, like, carry yourself different, do things different, try new things, just overall start a new life. Now, the reason why I'm speaking on this is because, I mean, it's important. Like, you should always want to boss up. You should always want to do better for yourself, for your life, so on and so forth. So, I'm gonna give y'all some ways and some tips to boss up. So I say the main way to boss up is that you have to isolate first. When you in that process of bossing up and leveling up, you can't have nobody around you. You can't have nobody around you. Reason because people can be distractions. Things can be distractions. You really cannot, like, okay, I can understand if you go to work or you go to school or something like that. Obviously, it's gonna be people around you. But what I mean is, like, having people like around you, like being in a relationship or going out with your friends all the time, like so on and so forth, and partying and all that. That's what I mean by you can't necessarily have people around you like that because you in your season of trying to boss up and trying to level up, so you can't necessarily have people around you like that. And isolation does lead to transformation because when you isolate, it's just you against you. Well, not you against you. It's just like in the mirror, you yourself and you, basically. So you have no choice but to look in the mirror and figure out what you want to become, everything that's wrong with yourself, your bad habits. You can work on everything. When you're isolated, you kind of have no choice but to focus on yourself. So in that case, that's why I say it's good to isolate. Like, go on a fast. I recommend going on a fast for like 2 weeks or 60 days or 80 days, 90 days, however long you want to go on a fast. Because one thing that I've learned about going on the fast, they definitely work. When you go on a fast and you just isolated, you just to yourself, learning yourself, you healing and stuff, just after 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, you will feel like a brand new person. I'm telling you, I went on a fast. I broke my fast. I should have never did that. I broke my fast by letting somebody around me who had no business being around me. So don't do what I did and break your fast for somebody that's not worth it. Focus on yourself. Focus on your healing. Focus on your improvement, your bossing up, so on and so forth. But I went on a fast for 2 weeks. I went on my fast to isolate, to heal, to become okay with being alone. But it was mainly to heal and to like boss up and become a brand new person. That's exactly what happened. I'm telling y'all. Before I went into this fast, I would say I was more so heartbroken, angry, upset, all types of stuff, and fed up, extremely fed up with people. So when I went into this fast, there would be nights where I wake up and I'd cry and I'd just be angry and upset. But when those nights came, I would pray about it, and I just pray about it. And then if it was anger, I asked myself, why am I feeling anger? What made me feel angry? How can I do differently next time? Or how can I avoid going through the same anger again next time? That's what I mean by you have to isolate, because when you isolate, you have so much time for yourself. You get to really focus on you, yourself, and you. You don't have to focus on nobody else or people pleasing or whatever. You shouldn't be a people pleaser anyways. But when you isolate, you have all the time to focus on yourself. You have all the time to set boundaries. You have all the time to set standards. You have all the time to manifest. You have all the time to pray. You have all the time to be alone. And yeah, isolating, it ain't gonna be super easy at first, because I can't lie, it was not super easy at first, because we're humans. We're used to people being around us, talking to us, so on and so forth. We're used to having somebody. So when you make that change, because you making that change does not make you weak, it makes you very strong, because a lot of people can't be alone. So when you decide to make that change, you're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna isolate to focus on myself and become the best version of myself, and so I can receive so many blessings. That's a very, and I mean a very positive thing to do. It will steer you in the right direction where you need to go. So that's the main important thing for bossing up. Please isolate for a while to really heal yourself, because you may feel like nothing is wrong with you at all, but trust me, it's something deep down inside that's holding you back from becoming the highest version of yourself. You might not be able to know exactly what it is all the time, but ask God to bring it out of you in a positive light, so you can know what it is, so you can fix it, heal it, so on and so forth. And when you're isolated, if you feel like you don't have nobody, talk to God. One thing about isolating, you can't be to the point where you claim you're isolating, but you letting just any and everybody in your face. No, you really have to be isolated. Talk to God and pray about things. Learn to start talking to God and not going to people, because outside sympathy is not going to do anything for you. But praying to God, He's going to give you strength. He's going to allow you to keep going, so on and so forth. And your heart will just feel so much lighter after you just pray and talk to God. So that's step one to bossing up. Isolate. And like I said, while you're isolating, get to know yourself. Set you some standards. Manifest. Pray. Set you some boundaries. Set you some, some goals, some big goals. Really get clear on really get clear on who you want to be, what you want to do in life, where you want to go. Take as much time as you need to isolate. Every day, give yourself a task. Be like, okay, on Monday, I'm going to set some standards for my next relationship. And on Tuesday, I'm going to set some standards for my friendships. On Wednesday, I'm going to film a YouTube video. Like, set things for yourself to do every day, so you're just not sitting in bed rotting like, oh, why did this person do me like this? Or why does this have to be like this? So you're not just sitting in bed beating yourself up all day, because that's not what isolation is about. Isolation is about transformation, bossing up, getting to know yourself, so on and so forth. Isolation is not a bad thing, so don't ever let somebody make you feel like it's a bad thing, or like you're just missing out so bad. Trust me, you're not missing out on anything. The only thing you're missing out on is the BS that this world has to offer. When you isolate and you focus on yourself and you become the best version of yourself, you're not missing out on nothing. You're leveling up, which is what most people can't do, because they're too scared to be alone. Way too scared to be alone. They feel like they need somebody around all the time. Need somebody on their side. Can't be alone because they're weak. Don't be weak. Go and isolate. Take all the time that you need. Set you a task to do every day to get closer to yourself. Enjoy every single last moment. And I'm telling you, do not break your fast. That's the one thing that you do not want to do. And before you go on a fast, pray over it. Pray that you can make it through it. Pray that you will succeed on this fast. Pray over it. Do not break your fast for nothing or nobody. It does not work. I'm telling you now. Please take my advice. Don't break your fast. Now, while you're on this fast, please listen to me and go on this fast, because I'm telling you, it is most definitely worth it. I don't even mean just a food fast. I mean, why am I lip glossy doing it? I don't even mean like just a food fast. I mean like a mental fast, to get your spirit right, to get your mind right, to get yourself together, to boss up, to level up. Them words right there should really motivate you. And one thing about being on the fast, you got to have self-discipline, because if you don't have no self-discipline, stay on your fast and do the things that you need to do every day, you're going to break your fast like I did, from no self-discipline, no self-control. So I'm telling you, do not break your fast. Don't break it for nobody. It is not worth it. Don't be a follower behind what the world is doing, or what this person is doing. Why am I saying it like that? Or what this person is doing, or the next person doing, what the world doing. Don't follow behind them. Do your own thing. Be in your own lane. Focus on you. When you come out of that fast, you are going to be feeling so much better just within a little bit of time. Like, God's healing powers is so strong. Because when I first went to that fast, I was so heartbroken. So heartbroken and just so angry. 2 weeks later, I feel great. And when I say great, I mean I feel amazing. So please go on a fast if you want to boss up and if you want to level up. That's kind of the only way I can say that you can boss up and level up, because you've got to be alone for a while to figure yourself out and to get closer with yourself, so on and so forth. That's the whole foundation of it all. When you go on that fast, everything's going to start coming to you. It's going to be very peaceful. Of course, you want to, like, at first it's going to be hard. It is, because you sitting down by yourself, you facing all your problems, facing everything. Of course, it's going to be hard at first. But I'm telling you, when you get deeper into it and you have healed from everything that you are going through, that's when the fun part comes in. You start to really level up. You start to grow. You start to feel great. You start to really figure out who you actually are without all the people around you. So listen, all I'm going to say is, please go on a fast. Please. That's literally the only way that you can genuinely, and I mean genuinely, boss up and level up. And by the time you're off your fast, you're going to be living a brand new life. Reason why I say that is because on your fast, you're going to learn so much about yourself, and you're going to change so much and become so happy, and you're going to be a whole another person by the time you come off this fast. And that's how you start a new life. The fast will lead you to a new life, but once you come off of it, you're basically going to be living a new life. Now, you can't necessarily go back to how you used to do things, how things used to work, how you used to respond to things. None of that. You can't go back to any of that. You have got to stand your ground and think, I just went through 60 days or 2 weeks or however long you're on that fast. You just got to look at it like, I just went through all of this to heal myself and boss up. I will not level down after my level up. And you have to stand on it. And of course, you're going to be tested by God. God going to send you things that you're used to, that's comfortable to you, like whether it be exes, ex-friends, past situations, so on and so forth. Control how you respond to things that's meant to destroy your peace, that's sent to destroy your peace. And do not go back. Always know that it's always better for you out here. That's one thing you're going to learn on your fast. It's always better for you out here. Don't be scared to go on your fast. Going on the fast is not a bad thing. Leaving past things behind is not a bad thing. You're growing. You're going to outgrow things. We're human. We're meant to grow. Now, the fact that God chose you, out of everybody, chose you to grow and boss up and level up, because most people can't do that. Child, you are a chosen one. You are blessed. So please take it to your advantage. Go on that fast. Focus on the outcome, which is living a brand new life, becoming a brand new you, and really bossing up and level up and feeling great. And please do it. But that's kind of it for my girl talk. I just want to tell y'all that I'm proud of y'all, and I highly recommend y'all doing this. And leave every past thing, situation, and person behind. That's another thing you gotta do. If you want to go on a fast, you gotta leave everything behind and go for the new. And I know it's not easy. So that's why you gotta tell yourself and decide when you're most comfortable to do it. So I really hope this girl talk helped y'all. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My comments are always open. And I will see y'all in my next video.